Hey, how you guys doing? My name is bigMooney and this here is some Gunmaster on the Zaddy Palace. Yeah, doing some of that Gunmaster, because it's a fun game mode. But right off the bat, do you notice anything different? I changed the quality of the video. I've upped the quality significantly. And do you think it's worth it at all? Tell me down in the comment section down below, do you think it looks good or just looks pretty much the same? Because it's a pain in the arse rendering out and uploading all this like big massive files and all that shit. So I want to know if it's worth it. And by the way, the thing down the bottom there with the kill feed, that happened in the game, that wasn't the render. I don't know why, but just both names were black for like no reason whatsoever. So yeah, no, tell me that down in the comment section down below. And I'll judge after we've uploaded this to YouTube if it's actually worth doing this in the future, because huge file sizes and long render times, yeah, they can get in the way of things. But that's not what the focus of this video is about. We're going to be talking about that thing everyone else has been talking about for the last couple of days, because we are some original motherfuckers. And that's what we're going to do. But I felt, why the fuck not? Let's talk about that Xbox One. And I need to stop saying dat for everything. But the Xbox One, which is an absolutely terrible name, as everyone has expressed their opinion on. They could have just called it the Xbox, and no one would have gave a fuck. That would have been it. It's like, cool, it's an Xbox. That's what everyone's just going to call this, is the Xbox. No one's going to call it, are you going to go and play your One? Yeah, I'm going to go and play the One, man. I'm up for playing some One tonight. If you want to go and hop on some of that, we'll get a party going on the One. No. It's an Xbox, so why not just call it that? I don't understand who named the bloody thing, but it's because it's an all-in-one entertainment system, as they were marketing it all night. All they were talking about is how it can do everything else except play games. And that's all anyone was interested in, is what games can it play? We want to know what games it plays, and they didn't bother their arse talking about that very often. Apart from right at the end, they were like, ooh, Forza, EA Sports, and COD. It's like, oh my god, no one expected those things to be announced. Oh shit. So yeah, it was a bit disappointing, to say the least. I mean, there's a few things more than just the name and the press conference that were a bit disappointing about the Xbox One. And one of the things that came out after that they were talking about was the used games thing. I'm sure a lot of you know what I'm talking about when I say that. And basically, if you don't know what I'm talking about, basically, if you buy a game used, or if you borrow a game from your friend that's an Xbox One game, it will charge you a fee to play that game on your system, because when you buy a game and you put it into your particular Xbox, then it's going to lock it to that Xbox. So yeah, that could throw up some potential problems in the future. Say for example, someone buys a game and then they go to their friend's house that day and they're like, oh, I just want to try this game out, and then they end up locking the game to his friend's fucking Xbox. So that's one potential scenario. You've got to be a fucking idiot to do that, but it'll probably happen. In fact, it's a guaranteed thing, it will happen to someone. So I just think it's stupid. I mean, the whole used games sort of mess that it is at the moment, I think, like when I was playing on console, like, I've got a big box of games in the corner, and how I did not win this gunfight, I don't know. But I've got a big gunfight in the corner. I've got a big box in the corner full of games, and I would say at least half of those games are used games. Because whenever I picked up a game for my PS3, they were always used. It was just, I just didn't see a point in shelling out double the price for the same thing, really, when, you know, you go into the shop and it's all used shit. So yeah, I didn't see a point in doing that, and obviously they're not a fan of such behavior, and they don't want you buying used games. They want you buying everything at full price and squeezing as much money out of you as possible, and if you buy it used, you need to pay them anyway. So it's a kind of a dick move, and it's a very Microsoft move. And that's one thing over the years when it came to Xbox, I've always perceived them as sort of these money grabbing fuckers, man. Honestly, the whole way that Xbox Live works, and you know, like, oh, you need to pay to play online. So you already pay for your internet. Why the fuck do I have to pay for a service to play online? Well, especially when your competitors don't charge you a fee. That was kind of one of the main selling points why I bought a PS3 back in the days, because I was just like, well, it's free playing online, and I don't have a lot of money. I have money now to buy my console, but I won't have money in a couple months, so fuck your Xbox Live. But no, I've just always had this notion of Microsoft. They're always there's always ways that they're trying to squeeze more and more money out of you. It's the same with like EA. They do the same sort of stuff with the online passes and all that sort of shit. I think they got rid of those recently though. But just the way that Microsoft do business in general, with the whole, oh, we'll throw money at this company and they'll give us exclusive access to this. And I think that that whole business model is just fucking stupid. If you buy a console because you get content on it like 2 weeks earlier than the other consoles, that I just don't see a point in that. If you're backing that business model, if you're not a fan of that business model, but you pay for it anyway because of that, you're just going to pave the way for them to continue doing that in the future. I'm not a fan of that, so yeah, that's kind of annoying that they go down that route over and over and over again. And I'm not saying Sony or Angels either. They have their ways of trying to squeeze money out of people also, but I just see them as the lesser of two evils, if you will. But I am a PC gamer these days. I'm not a PlayStation gamer, I'm not an Xbox gamer. I've never owned an Xbox in my life, by the way, just to clarify that. So, would I even consider buying either of the next-gen consoles? And I think I might drop some money for a PlayStation 4. And the only reason for it is not the ability of the console or the, I don't know, like the features you can get on it and all the rest of it. None of that really interests me all too much. The only reason I would even bother would be exclusive games. That's the only reason I would even consider buying a PlayStation 4. Simply due to the fact that over the years, I've had all 3 PlayStations thus far. And over the years, they've had some fantastic exclusives. For example, like Uncharted. I mean, if you go back to my fucking childhood, you've got like Crash Bandicoot, which was awesome. And there's a few other games that they've released in there. And the Metal Gear Solid saga used to be sort of exclusive on that, but that's everywhere now. So, I mean, over the years, they've had some good, real solid exclusives on the PlayStation, so that would be the only reason that I would even consider buying a PlayStation 4. I mean, look at it. The game that I'm anticipating most this year, you know, GTA 5 has kind of restarted a little bit recently because of trailers and shit, but the game I've anticipated the most this year has been The Last of Us. It's coming out in, what, like 2 weeks or 3 weeks or something? So, I can't fucking wait for that. And I can't wait for some of the other exclusives that they've lined up for the PlayStation in the future. So if I was going to buy either one of those 2 consoles, it would have to be a PlayStation 4. But then again, would I buy it in release day? I don't know, probably not. We'll need to see what they've got on the release lineup. If they've got some awesome looking stuff, then I might consider it. But we'll have to wait and see what the money situation is, what the games are, etc, etc. By the way, in the game just here, for about at least 5 minutes, I think a bit longer than that actually, I was running around with this fucking LVG. Holy crap, this thing is awful. Well, I mean, see when you're using it in a normal game mode, where you're just like playing on Metro and you've got an LVG, I can get kills with it, no problem there. I can get 3 and 4 and 5 at a time. But in Gunmaster, holy crap, it's annoying. You're running around and every time you encounter someone, they're on like a weird angle and you've got no way of landing a grenade at their feet. So I was running around, I died like 5 or 6 times in a fucking row trying to kill people with this thing. It was awful. And I just breezed through I was so far ahead, and as you can see down the bottom right now, there's someone tied with me. He actually goes past me in a second. And it's just like, man, what the fuck? I was leading so much, and then I just got this fucking troll weapon that they threw in there. That was pretty irritating. I was going to write something up in the top left, but I thought against it. But where were we? Oh yeah, I wanted to talk about the new COD. Oh my god, the new Call of Duty. It just looks like Call of Duty to me. They didn't even show any gameplay. They just kept talking about graphics, and even the graphics don't even look as good as some of last-gen games. And there was me writing, how are you past me? I was really in disbelief that guy got past the LVG so quickly. No, I was, you know, the COD trailer, it doesn't scream anything revolutionary at us at all. I mean, it's like, oh my god, you've got a dog now, and it's got scars on its nose. Oh, look at that. I don't fucking care if the dog's got scars on his nose. Who gives a shit? Does it bite people? I don't care. So, yeah, I don't know. I don't even think I'll bother buying the next Call of Duty. It doesn't even look that great. And, hopefully gaming moves on. I finally get someone with the LVG, and right away, I get a ninja stab, motherfucker! Instantly getting that knife right there. Man, that guy just get fucking owned. But, yeah. Also, one thing with the Call of Duty thing, they were showing people's faces. They were the most emotionless faces of all time. Put some fucking facial animations in there. Jesus Christ. Make it look even slightly impressive. But till next time, I've been bigMoon. I hope you guys have enjoyed. If you did, hit that like button down below. And leave your opinions on the Xbox One down in the comments down below. And also the quality and stuff. But I'll see you guys next time.